Danny Garcia, who's I guess him and Shawn Porter are going to fight. I don't know if the fight has been made yet, but in the recent interview, he says he wants Errol Spence. This is news to me because every time Danny Garcia has been asked about Errol Spence, he either said Errol Spence has to prove himself or Errol Spence just got on the scene and all that. But now he said he would fight Errol Spence. He said he would fight Errol Spence after he fight Shawn Porter. Now Shawn Porter is a good fight to get ready for Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a body attacker. Likes to stay in your face, and also Shawn Porter likes to stay in your face. Shawn Porter to me is a harder fight physically. Doesn't mean that Danny Garcia is going to beat Errol Spence or beat Danny Garcia. Or beat Shawn Porter. It's just Shawn Porter is a more physical fighter between Errol Spence and himself, because Shawn Porter is going to use everything he has on himself against you. He's going to use his head. He's going to use his elbows, his arms. He's going to hit you everywhere. He's going to hit you everywhere but loose. And he actually fights a physical fight, because that's the only way that Shawn Porter, to me, can beat can beat or have a chance to beat skillful fighters. Because Shawn Porter, it's a skill what he does, but he's not a skillful fighter. He's not going to break you down with his skill. He's going to break you down with his physicality, and mentally he try to break you down. That's how Shawn Porter fights you. But it's surprising to me that Danny Garcia said he want to fight Errol Spence. He said he want to fight Errol Spence after he beats Shawn Porter. So I will look for him because I'm picking Danny Garcia to beat Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter is a good fighter, man, but Danny Garcia, he times you coming in, and I believe he's going to time Shawn Porter, man. I believe he's going to time Shawn Porter and hurt Shawn Porter bad, really bad. And Danny Garcia can box a little bit. He can he has a nice stiff jab. He goes to the body well too. So I'm picking Danny Garcia to win against Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter is a great fighter, no disrespect. No, he's a really good fighter, no disrespect to him. But I'm looking for Danny to win that fight, and then I'm looking for Danny to hold up his promises and fight. Back up his words and fight Errol Spence next after that, because Errol Spence won't. He want to fight everybody so far. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a little he's a little different about Crawford. He said he want Crawford to get that belt from Jeff Horn, then he's going to entertain that fight. So, but him and Danny can fight it. That's an in-house fight. They both with Al Heyman. So I will look to see if Danny Garcia is going to ask for that fight after he possibly defeats Shawn Porter in the ring. I want to hear him call him out, because he said, hey, he wants that fight, and he said he's going to put Errol Spence down. So, hey, the welterweight division has been on hold because they all was waiting on Keith Thurman, but now Keith Thurman has vacated his WBC title. That's what Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia are gonna fight for. So now that the welterweight division can move on, let Keith Thurman do what he do as far as getting his tune up and coming back off his hand injury, and then he can jump back in the picture. But we have to get this welterweight division come to a conclusion, man. We have to, because I know my guy Keith Thurman still got the WBA title, so he still got one title. But Jose Sulaiman said as soon as he come back from his hand injury and get his tune up, he will be first in line to fight for his belt again. So hopefully Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia fights this summer, and and get their fight on, and hopefully it come to a conclusion. We get a clear cut winner so we can move on, and Errol Spence wins his fight with his mandatory, and the winner of this fight fights Errol Spence. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know who y'all think is going to win, Danny Garcia or Shawn Porter, if they fight. And you can have an opinion on Danny Garcia and Errol Spence, who you think will win that fight. Subscribe to the channel, man. I'm out.